Hey everyone, this is a short video that's going to show you how to take the Celebration and Occasions Catalog Widgets and drop it in your sidebar. So I'm also going to show you how to customize that link to go to your store or to your Demonstrator business website. So just a little note here is I'm showing you how to do this in WordPress. You could drop it into a text widget or an HTML or custom HTML widget. It'll also work in an HTML widget for Blogger and TypePad. And at this time, I'm not aware that it is something that you can do with your Demonstrator business website. So with that being said, we'll go to, this is the article. Scroll down. There are the Occasions Catalog Widgets, and then the Celebration Catalog Widgets follow it immediately after. So I am going to kind of have open before I begin two other things. One is my site, and let's scroll down. This is my sidebar, and underneath my shop image here is specials that I currently have up there, which is Snowflake Special and Holiday. So I need to remove those. So going to the widgets area, in my site it's at Appearance and Widgets, and I have a primary sidebar. If you have two sidebars, WordPress tends to name sidebar 1 and sidebar 2. Sidebar 1 is generally the one on the left, and sidebar 2 is the one on the right. But you could also open up these and look at it. So I see the image, this is the person, this is the name information, and this is hopefully the shop widget. It is. Okay, so the custom HTML widget, making it painful for you, I've just identified that. So looking at it again, we have Snowflake 1 first, then the main catalog. So I'm going to grab the Snowflake one first. This is a custom HTML widget. If you're using this for the first time, you're going to grab that custom HTML widget. These are in alphabetical order sideways. And you're going to just hold down that and drag it and put it right in. I already have one, so I'm going to just be editing the one that I have. So this first widget is going to be all of number 2 here. So you can see when I press down on it, it kind of shows you this whole contiguous HTML. So I'm going to remove that. I'm not going to remove the breaks, and I'm not going to touch the center tag. Center is the center open, and at the very, very end on a line by itself is the center close. When you click on it, they highlight each other, and a little X on the side here will show up if you delete anything that's important or you've done something that will break the HTML. So these two here, each one of these is a break. This code here will establish a line break between the two of them, and you need 2 together to really make a white space. The first one is a tiny bit of space. So you can add or remove as many as you want. So how far apart these are depend upon the CSS on your own site. So the second one here, we don't want to bother. It's the annual catalog. And so we're just going to do the first one first. So let's grab the celebration. I think we decided I'm doing first. I'm going to grab this code here, and just as it is, select it, right click on a Windows machine and hit copy. And then, sorry, getting lost here. You can paste that in exactly as it's shown. The other thing that you could do is, there's a couple of parts to this widget here. There is a link which brings them to the PDF. So the aref equals open quote. Starting with the HTTPS, select and pull down to the end of the word PDF and hit backspace. Now you have the target link blank. You can make that anything you want. What I would do is I would go to, navigate to StampinUp.com, go to shop, and for this celebration, on here on the sidebar, there is the celebration tab here. And what you're going to do is up here, type in $DBWS, whoops, all lowercase, demo ID equals. And here's where you would put your entire demonstrator ID, okay? And then select it and right click and copy. It's kind of important that you get this right. And we're also going to test it. So I'm going to go back to the widgets, and inside between here, I have dropped that in, and then I'm going to save it. Now the good news is that we don't have any X's here, so there's no problem with the code. And then we're going to go here and let's refresh. And we have Celebration Catalog. Let's click on it. And here we go. So where we had before, this is just the general store. And by the way, I could have just refreshed this and it would have shown me what I found out now is here's the general store. With that inclusion of that code, it now puts the cookie here in the browser. So just because you see that there, and when I go to Occasions Catalog here, just because you see this does not mean you don't need the, $DBWS demo ID equals. And by the way, 4652 is my demonstrator ID. Some people think that it's just the last 4 digits, but that is mine, and that's 22 years Stampin' Up. So don't ever forget that, because even though you see that, it's because your customers only have to click one link, one of these links, to then have that cookie in that browser session, and anything they click on, they're in your store. So, but you don't know which one they're going to click on first, so that's why you want to do that. So I'm going to copy this, because this is the Occasions Catalog widget, and then I'm just going to drop it here. Okay, and so let's go back to the Occasions Catalog, and I'm going to grab the American one, copy, and then I'm going to paste that in. I think what I want to do is I want to put the Occasions Catalog in. So I'm going to the end of this line and hitting return or enter, and then I'm going to paste that link or that code in there. And now I'm going to select again this text, and we want to go all the way to the PDF. So between the first 2 quotes, and it's nice because once you remove it, then you can see, okay, there's 2 neatly quotes. The next thing you'll see is a space and the word target, and so you know you've done that right. So let's go over here and grab that code. I think I put the cart before the horse before. But if you ever need to do any kind of editing of the code, it's best to use something like Notepad or WordPad. Don't use Microsoft Word or something that will add formatting. So aref, now I'm going to put my cursor between those 2 and paste. Okay, and then I'm going to save. Okay, and so let's refresh and see what that looks like. Okay, and so you see the 2 catalogs together, because what I forgot to do is I forgot to add those line breaks. So we'll go back here, and I'm going to just copy the 2 between the first 2, and then I'm going to go to the end of that, close A, and I'm going to drop those 2 in. So that'll put the line breaks in between the 2. And then I don't actually need this last catalog. I don't need the holiday catalog. So I'm going to remove that. Do not want to remove the center tags. You want to remove from the open caret A to the A close caret. And then actually you don't need these 2 breaks, because that'll leave a big space between this widget and the one below it. I'm going to save that. Now let's see what it looks like. Great, now the 3 are in line. I'm going to click on this. Great, goes to there. So there's one other thing I kind of want to mention is with the catalogs, the other place that you can link it to is your Demonstrator business website. So you would navigate over to the shopping page, to catalogs, and linking to your catalog page assures that they always see the latest catalog. Okay, so these are the latest 3 catalogs. And plus I think that there is another new one. No, I thought there was another new one. So in the widgets, I'm just going to paste that, and that's the link directly to my eSuite. Okay, and then save. And then instead of going to, oh, that's the annual catalog. Well, it doesn't matter. I think I wanted the Occasions Catalog or the Stampin' Up. I guess it doesn't matter. But anyway, I prefer things to go right to the store. Anything that helps the sale, right? So good luck and happy stamping. Let me know if you have any problems. Take care.